Hi, everybody, and welcome to Ozarks Live on a beautiful day. Have you been outside today?
I peeked outside, and there was like sun and some clouds, and it was just really nice.
It's nice. We tend to talk about weather a lot. This is, after all, a live show, and sometimes we come in the morning and we may or may not be out much of the day, so it's like, oh, we should be out more, you know?
Although we were talking in here a little earlier, I'm still trying to get used to the time change because now waking up, it's dark out, and
that's
that
a drag.
throws me just a little bit.
That's a drag.
Because you want to go, oh, I've got a few more hours, and you don't.
You don't.
No,
you don't, and that'll end soon enough, but it is jarring when you, first of all, you miss the hour of sleep, and then you have the dark in the morning, and then overnight we have those kind of nice rumbly thunderstorms, which is another thing. Just kind of makes you want to stay put. You know?
It was still raining when I first got up, but then it kind of just wrung itself out, and it was done. I thought, my umbrella's in the car, and it wasn't raining when I went out to the car.
You have one umbrella? I
have several. And I know where two are, and I think both of them are in my car. It's like, that does you a lot of good right there. Well,
that's how it works. Yeah. When you need it, it's where you need it to not be. But no, we might need to, invest in an umbrella or two for you to.
I'll just.
They'll all be under your desk.
It's because you come into a place and you set it down, and then maybe you go out for a shoot and it's not raining, and so that umbrella is no longer registering with you, and then you leave, and then the next morning it's raining, and you go,
Umbrellas are a little bit like cigarette lighters in the way I think about them. I think I've talked about this before. They don't make any new ones, they just get passed around.
It's like fruitcake.
Yes.
There's only one.
There's only so many of these things. They don't make new ones. No one does. They just set them down somewhere and forget them, and then it suddenly becomes yours.
Yeah.
Until it starts raining, and you're like in New York City or in a big box store, and all of a sudden there's a million of them at the door when you walk in.
True.
Yeah.
And invariably,
they found those too, though.
There are two umbrellas, and I'll pick one, and that's the one where it comes off the the rib. And that's right where I'm standing, is where that rib is open.
I'm telling you, I'm right about my theory.
And you are. You absolutely are. All right. Well, we have a fun-filled show for you guys today. Some more of our amazing sponsors for the Man Show are here. Also, they're going to be giving us a sneak peek at what we can expect this weekend.
Yep. Plus, our friends from Convoy of Hope are here today. But before we get to all that good stuff, we're going to show you what is on our radar. Okay, with so much serious news in the world, I ran across something today that made me really smile. I think you're going to like this. Of course, you know Rod Stewart.
Sure.
The singer, right? Well, he has for years and years had a secret hobby, and he's finally decided to share it with the world. This is very interesting. He is a model train fanatic. I did not know that. He's been working on a massive model train, apparently, for over 2 decades.
Oh, my.
Apparently this is true. Stewart told the BBC that it's a model, this one is a model of both New York and Chicago during the 1940s. He added that he even would book a second hotel room for workspace to work on scenery and buildings and trees and skyscrapers while on tour. Rod Stewart, by the way, now 74 years old, and in the time it's taken him to build this model railroad, he's completed 13 studio albums, and he has been on 19 tours.
Yeah. Well, part of the answer there
I thought that was fascinating.
When we get to be older, we do things like that.
We do?
Yes, not you guys.
Oh.
It's like we build railroads because we all want to be Casey Jones, or you do yo-yos, or we take up the ukulele.
That's starting to ring a bell with me.
We do things like that.
So much to look forward to. Yeah. Anyway, Rod Stewart. Love Rod Stewart, but I had no idea. I don't think anybody knew that.
I don't know. I stopped listening to him when he canceled being here for one of his concerts.
Oh, he did?
Years ago.
Okay.
He was supposed to be at Juanita K, and he just said, nah.
You did the "you're dead to me" thing to him like you do to the rest of us when we make you angry?
He's dead to me.
Rod Stewart's dead to me. Okay.
This next ping on our radar asks the question, when is a floor not a floor? All right? Well, it's when it's found in one certain house in South Africa. A house in Hartbeestpoort, about 47 miles north of Johannesburg, is upside down. Look.
on purpose.
Yeah, not just the inside. Oh no, it's on the outside too. The roof of this place is on the ground and the floor is in the air. And scads of tourists are getting a look at things from a different angle. And it's not just empty rooms, you know. Visitors can experience sofas and chairs hanging from the ceiling, I mean floor. Yeah, I'm not sure. There are even kitchen appliances that are inverted, or are the visitors. I guess you have to turn your camera upside down to get this right. So thought came to me, I wonder if any of the rules of local neighborhood associations were broken with doing this. Plus, all right, plus, you probably shouldn't try to use the bathroom. I'm just thinking.
Your homeowners association would frown on that if you built your house upside down. Then again,
unless it's in the rules.
Unless it's well, you know, you might find the loophole. That's pretty cool, but if you looked out the window, assuming that was really a window.
Yes, you get really messed up.
But you could have some fun with that, for sure.
You put pictures of the outside that are upside down.
Well, that's what I wondered.
Ooh.
I think it's a real window, but I wouldn't be sure.
It was.
That explains it.
Because I saw one of the pictures and the window is open.
Mm-hmm. Okay, it's pretty cool looking. All right, I got something to get Tom all fired up. This is going to be great. He's going to get really, really mad. This is going to be kind of fun to watch, so just be ready. A Spanish startup called Nova Meat has come up with the world's first 3D printed plant-based beef steak. See? Don't go messing with his food, people. It looks just like a slice of beef. Look at this. It looks great to me. I mean, it doesn't look bad.
So does a baseball mitt if you have it right.
Now, this matches the texture, the color. I'm not sure about the taste. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, this is kind of interesting, though. According to an article in Sifted magazine, Nova Meat will sell its steaks on the market later this year and will install these machines commercially next year. What's in that little tube? What is that plant-based business? The company claims it can churn out 20 pounds of steak an hour. They will print you a sirloin. They will print you a filet. Soon enough, they'll be able to print you some salmon that's not really salmon. Eventually, all sorts of cuts of meat will be available. It will only require a software upgrade.
Okay, first of all, they have to call it a filet, not a filet.
No, I think that's fair.
And
I think that's totally fair.
fish, you know,
yeah.
It has to be without an I, so you just call it fish.
Okay. See, I don't know. Now, we tried some of the Impossible.
Yes, we did, in Vegas.
Yes, in Vegas, and I had some of their Impossible pork. It was great, but if you put enough seasoning on anything.
That's true.
You know,
that's where the baseball mitt comes in.
But I think that would be interesting.
My mom wasn't a great cook.
Some people have what you would swear was a shoe leather 3D printed, who knows what, when they were kids. But this, I mean, I guess if you were on that sort of a diet and that's what you wanted, and you could have something that looked and felt, the mouth feel and the whole 9 yards of the same thing.
Part of it is the feel, the texture, as you said, it's supposed to be. And I agree. If you spice it, season it the right way, it still tastes like a plant.
Still would rather have steak.
It's not meat.
Okay.
Okay, coming up.
Told you.
Yeah, it's time to head over to the kitchen for T's Redneck Steak.
The real thing. Now we're talking. It's going to be good, so don't go away. Ozarks Live is just getting started.